Welcome back to White Mountains Today. I'm Chelsea Hubalowski, and sitting here with me now is Lisa McCoy of Great Glen Trails and the Mount Washington Auto Road. Welcome back, Lisa.
Thanks, Chelsea, for having me here.
So winter is a great season for you, and you have tons of different activities to book, correct?
Yes,
so tell us about some of them.
we do. So it is a magical time up in Pinkham Notch in the winter. Especially with this new snow, everything looks just so picturesque and gorgeous, and you're kind of nestled right in the mountains. And so, of course, Great Glen Trails is right at the base of the Mount Washington Auto Road. And in the wintertime, the Mount Washington Auto Road is transformed into the surface, not only for the Mount Washington Observatory to access the summit of Mount Washington, but we host our snow coach trips on the Auto Road. And that is one of the many activities that we do at Great Glen Trails.
Here, those are popular.
They're really popular, and it's an incredible trip. It's about an hour and a half round trip, and so you can go right onto our website, greatglentrails.com, and book your reservation. I would highly recommend booking, especially on the weekends and holidays. This trip is spectacular. Sometimes you go up and you experience these incredible mountain views. Sometimes you go up and you experience the incredible weather that Mount Washington is so well known for.
In the elements,
In the elements. And a lot of times that incredible weather is what makes the trip so memorable. So we take folks to treeline. We do not go above treeline. We go right to the alpine zone so you can kind of get that feeling of what it's like to be there, but without crampons or a rope or ice tools. So
having to do any of that.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Great.
You're in the cozy comfort of the snow coach. We don't put any more than 8 people on the snow coach, and so you get this kind of nice experience with the driver. You can ask some questions, and many of our drivers have a tremendous amount of experience on the mountain, and so they know these, no trip on the snow coach is the same. It's, each driver has their own kind of story, and many of these stories that they tell about the mountain, its ecology and history, so it's a really neat trip.
That's awesome.
I don't think any vacation in New Hampshire is complete without a trip on the Mount Washington.
On the Mount Washington. I would say that too, yes.
Yeah, no, it's a really neat experience. And then at the base we have tubing, we have snowshoeing, we have, of course, cross-country skiing.
Of course, yeah.
So all sorts of things that you can do for all ages and abilities.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. So tubing is another activity you can book.
Favorite, of course,
on the weekends and holidays.
Okay.
Actually, Thursday through Sunday, we have a hosted fire pit at the top of the tubing hill.
Oh, wow.
So
it's nice and cozy.
It's really cozy. Adults love it because they get to kind of sit around the fire and watch as the kids go tubing for the duration.
Little break,
A little break, sip on hot chocolate. Sometimes parents also get to enjoy their time going up and down the tubing hill. It is a traditional walk-up tubing hill. So one of the beauties is that it's human-powered. And it does provide some level of exercise. So it's great, and we hear it all the time as parents are psyched because their kids are ready for a nap at the end of the tubing hill session.
Wonderful. You do that for them.
We do it for their parents. And it's green and eco-friendly, and that's part of the work that we do at Great Glen Trails as well. So many of our things
part of your mission.
Yep.
Fantastic. Well, do you have any I know you have a ski school as well.
We do, and the ski school is incredible. It's led by Olympian Sue Weems, and so she helps to instruct and train all the instructors, and not only for beginner skiers. So we do have a Learn to Ski lesson package that you can book. It includes the lesson, it includes rentals and your trail pass, and that's perfect. It's a group lesson. If you've never skied before, book that. You can do it right online, get your session, get kind of oriented, and then you can spend the whole day out on the trails with that kind of 1 hour and 15-minute lesson. You're confident to go out. But if you've already skied and you're like, I'm pretty good, but you really would like to fine-tune it a little bit, we also have semi-private lessons and private lessons. So you can kind of notch up your
skills.
Exactly. And really dial it in. Cross-country skiing, like many things, you never really stop learning. There's always technique to improve on. And so, let our instructors, whether you want a classic ski, which is kind of your like parallel skiing that you would kind of see some, or skate skiing where you move the skis kind of laterally, we've got instructors that will help you kind of dial it in.
Oh, perfect. For whatever goals you have, I guess.
Exactly. Yep. And we also starting in early January have our Nordic Meister ski seat, a citizen ski series. So it's an 8-week series for anybody to come. You can do it once, or you can do it for the full week series. Timed or untimed, you can be as competitive or not competitive as you'd like. And it's an awesome time. People come out for the community, and like everyone cheers each other on. It's really good. And so I would say, especially for the Meisters, the Nordic Meisters, great to book a lesson now and try to get in so that you don't feel like kind of wobbly back on your skis if you need a little extra instruction.
Yeah, if it's the first time back in a while.
Yes.
Beginning of the season.
It is. Yeah. So working on uphills, downhills, transitions, all that good stuff. So
yeah, always room to improve, of course.
Always room.
Well, tell us about your lodging partners as well. I know there's discounts there.
Yeah, so we have on our website is a list of all of the lodging partners that we work with. And this is, big thanks to the lodging partners for working with us and supporting this community. The way that it works is these lodging partners, if you book a stay at one of the lodging partners, they will give you a little voucher. And on that voucher, there's a code that you can book your discounted ski lessons, you can book a discounted tubing session, and get information about the snow coach. And so with that voucher, you bring it in and you get 50% off tubing, 50% off a ski lesson. So it's a really incredible deal, and it's great to work with any of our partners that are listed on the website. And so we highly recommend that people go to our website and book, through that lodging partner site.
All the things on the website, of course.
Yes, greatglentrails.com.
Which we mentioned, but
yeah.
We'll say it again.
Yeah, we'll say it all the time. And so, we just love working with our community partners and as lodging partners. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's really good.
And then events you have coming up. I know everyone has events. Anything
everyone has winter events. So I mentioned our Nordic Meister, our kind of like citizen race series. And then coming up in mid-January, so there's some spots left, we have a women's winter escape. It's a weekend for just women, small group instruction. That's on Martin Luther King weekend, so it's January 13th and 14th, I believe. And you can reserve it right on our website. We take no more than 25 women in this weekend group, so small clinics throughout the day. We have a beautiful lunch at the Glen House Hotel, which is on our property. And then we have an afternoon kind of like reception sip and shop in our ski shop. So you get a discounts on our ski shop. We have like wine and cheese. There's yoga and snowshoeing. So there's all sorts of different activities throughout the day. And then the next day, you're participating in our demo day, which is another event that I was going to mention. No. And so it's kind of included in the Women's Winter Escape weekend. But the demo day is all the different vendors, Atomic and Swix and Fisher and Rossignol. They come and they bring their demo fleet. Boots, skis, poles. Tubbs typically comes and does demo snowshoes, so you can demo the gear that you're interested in purchasing.
Oh wow! Purchasing it
for free. So you come, you get a trail pass, and to use any of that gear for the day is free.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
And most of the gear that we have for demo day, we also sell in our ski shop. So it's a great opportunity to go in and get still early in the season. And I would say if you're wonderful opportunity to check out and experience the gear that you want to purchase.
And then you said a discount as well, correct? With the women's event.
With the women's event, yes, for sure. So
fantastic. Yeah, that's a good take advantage of that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really neat. So all sorts of events, and then kind of later in the month of January, we're hosting the Auto Road Race. It's a skin and ski, working with the Granite Backcountry Alliance. It's a fundraiser for that organization. And they, it's limited to a certain number of participants. It's the only day out of the year that you can skin up the Mount Washington Auto Road and then use alpine equipment on the way down.
Okay.
Any other time of the year, the Mount Washington Auto Road is part of our trail system. So you can ski up the Auto Road, but you have to have a free heel. You could, telemark gear or Nordic bindings. You cannot use alpine gear or snowboard. But this one event that we work with Granite Backcountry Alliance, you can use your alpine gear. And it's a fundraiser for them. And then that very same weekend, we host the Jackson snow sculpting competition, which is really neat. It's just like a sand sculpting competition, but they use snow. So they have these big pillars of snow and they carve it out. These incredible works of art. So
oh wow,
super fun. All sorts of things on tap for the month of January.
Yeah, it's busy and done. We get lots of snow.
Hopefully we get lots of snow.
For all of your winter things. And everything is on your website again.
That's
easy to use, correct? Everything for booking, all the different booking. You recommend reservations for a lot of things.
Definitely recommend reservations, especially coming into holiday weeks, you know, for tubing, for snow coach trips, for ski lessons. It's the best way that we can plan on folks attending. So we would like for people to book.
And you book up. And as we said, you shouldn't go through winter without experiencing Great Glen.
Yes. Yeah, it's a really gorgeous place, and it's pretty magical. No matter what it is that you want to do. If you're not a skier and you just want to go tubing, or take a tour on the snow coach, all levels, all abilities. And if you're an expert skier, we have the terrain that for skiing for miles and miles. So come on up and check it out.
Yeah, it's easy enough, right? Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, yes. And you've been watching White Mountains Today.